was facing the wrong way. Aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. Woo! I love the gimbal, so smooth. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find in the listing. Notice the new lapel mic, how does it sound? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, check, check. I have no idea, but I always wanted to do that for some reason. But hey, if you are new to the channel, check this out. This has been kind of a cool adventure, I don't know what you call it, but one of those adventures actually started right here at Honopi'ilani Park. But what I've discovered that this channel is about, which is kind of cool, it's like things kind of take on a life of their own sometimes, and you just like, you don't really know what's going on until it kind of happens. You go, oh, that's what's going on. So what's going on here is a community of people, right, that literally love, the word literally, just kidding, that love Maui, that are aloha infused, meaning that they're driven by this need to be like cool and easy to get along with and smile. That's what I think everybody wants, right? Just face it, right? When you're grumpy and you're in a bad mood, you just want to smile. You just have a hard time at that moment, but maybe someone walks in and changes the energy of the room and all of a sudden you're in a better mood and you're like, wow, that's great, thank you. So that combined with wanting to see what's going on Maui for real, because you could be stuck in the frozen north and you want to say, hey, I'm coming to Maui in a couple weeks. What's it actually really like? And that's what I like to do, is show you around what's going on for real as things change and progress and get better, and also point out stuff that's cool. And the other thing I love about this community is that you can share in the comments section anything that you want to share that's cool and would help somebody else, and would share that aloha spirit and tell them, hey, I went to these food trucks over here and they were really good, or I stayed at the Honua Kai and it was awesome. And make sure you say hi to, you know, Ramon, the desk guy or whatever. So sharing the shout outs and sharing the love and the aloha is what it's all about. So thank you guys for inspiring me. This is truly like one of the coolest things I get to do in a day. It's no joke, because you know, right now there's nothing to sell on Maui anyway, right? So I'm a practicing real estate agent, so I'm not doing this because I want to try to sell something, because there's nothing left to buy. So we're just having fun now. So here where I am, here's where I am at, and it's dinner time, people, so watch out. There are some hungry people just like coming out of the woodwork. They're ready to grind. And this is a food truck community, right, that has sprung up here, right here on the lower road, and it's good, right? So if you've eaten here and if you want to shout out one of these food trucks, let me know. But where am I at? I'm at the entrance to Honopi'ilani Park. Yeah, let's just go through the Hawaiian word Honopi'ilani. It's not that hard, really. People like struggle with this one all the time. We just call it the lower road, but it's Honopi'ilani Park. Here's the entrance. That's the big pink thing, also known as the Kaanapali Beach Club. Used to be an Embassy Suites, timeshare points. Over here to the right, Kaanapali Shores, one of my favorite resorts in all of Maui. And you can't see it right now, but right through there is Maui Kai. So maybe you're thinking about staying at one of these places, and now I'm showing you kind of where they're at and what they're looking like. Mahana is next door, and of course here is Luana Garden Villas, which is part of the Honua Kai Resort. So this is where it all started, with showing some of you guys how to do the beach walk. And the beach walk is what? It's just one big giant connectivity of oceanfront sidewalk love that you can come down and cruise in the morning. So when you come here on vacation, if you're going to stay on the west side, and as we know, the west side is what? Can we hear it in unison? Oh, the best side. Sorry, Kihei. I love you too. Don't get me wrong. You're like the little brother I like to pick on, right? But over here, we're the big brother. That's right. Talk to your daddy. It's called the west side. Anyway, so up here we have the Pink Hotel. And this is some public parking over here. I like to show you guys the best places to go park, because who wants to not have good parking? But there's a nice dog park over here in case you're living on the west side and you want to come hang out with other dog people. You can come down here and walk your little pooch and let them run around. Say, hey, Rover, move over, Rover. I'm telling you, I'm kind of on a roll tonight. I don't know why, because I have been working since like 5 a.m. I should be tired, but I'm telling you, you want to know what it is? You want to know what it is? The secret sauce? I'll tell you the secret sauce. It's the Peloton, man. You get that much blood flowing through your body at 7 a.m. If you don't have energy for the rest of the day, there's something wrong with you. So I've got the solution now for all you people that have like, oh, I have no energy and I don't feel good. Dude, go do 30 minutes of intense cardio. The rest of your day will be like on fire. I'm telling you, it's true. Sorry, you don't like it? You wonder what all these exercise people are so addicted to? That's what it is. It's the rush. It's the endorphins. Okay, over here we have the Mahana. So there's two. Can't really see it too well through there, but the closest condo to the ocean in all of Maui for sure. I call it the boat. Next to that is Maui Kai, and over here is the Honua Kai that I mentioned. That's the Konia building. There's two buildings. There's the Hokulani, built first in '06, and then there's the Konia, completed in 2008. And I could go into a whole diatribe about all the details of that condominium, impressing you with my real estate knowledge, but that would be kind of boring, so I won't do that. But definitely keep it in mind if you're ever in the market. I kind of know this stuff like the back of my hand. That's just what happens after 10 years of obsessing on anything, right? You just figure it out. And I am an obsessive personality. I wouldn't say compulsive, but I'm definitely obsessive. My wife would probably say I'm compulsive, but anyway, here we go. This is the beginning of the beach walk. Now you can see I'm switching from sidewalk to this nice Trex deck kind of situation, and you'll notice over here there's these little gangplanks off to the ocean. So there's your access to beauty, snorkeling, sun, sand, beach, bikinis, board trunks, the smell of vacationers, which is always, right, sunscreen. And then you can see this whole chill vibe happening here at the Honua Kai. Yes, it is a fee simple complex that you can buy and own, and people just rent them out to people and make chill cash. Hey, aloha guys. They know what's up. All right. And then of course here's the world famous Duke's. So shout out if you know someone over at Duke's. If you love Duke's. My son doesn't work there anymore. He decided to take up full-time Matterporting, which is cool. So if you guys need a good Matterport cameraman, he's the man until he goes off to college. So there's your crowd of sun worshippers. And it's been a while, right, since we've done this little trek, and I thought, you know what, it is time to get back in the game. So here we are at Duke's, right? So this is your vicarious vacation, right? If you can't afford to make it to Maui this year, just pretend like you're on this one wheel with me right now. You can feel the aloha coming off of that guy. Oh yeah.
One day I was sent on the stubborn way with the clouds up behind.
Now normally I would stop and listen to the music, but today I'm on a mission to show you as much of the beach walk as I possibly can. Thanks guys. No worries. I don't know, last night I was actually walking on the beach at night, like 9 o'clock at night, doing a little evening sesh. And I just got inspired. I'm like, I got to show the people how to do the beach walk again. Because, you know, a lot of people, when they come here on vacation, they stop me and they go, Eric, we did the beach walk today. And I'm like so excited that I showed them a little cool thing that they could do. Hey, there's a family vacation pic happening. Hey, little fella. Cute, huh? See, when your kids get old, you start to miss when they were young. So every time I see a youngin', I'm like, oh man, I remember my kids were young and sweet and cute and innocent. So if you have young, sweet, cute, innocent kids and everyone tells you, oh, enjoy them, they grow up fast, you're like, yeah, whatever, they're annoying me. No, bad, you must enjoy them because they do grow up too fast. And you think they're bad now, wait till they're teenagers, huh? You ain't seen nothing yet. So the sunset's going down, so yes, I did time this perfectly for you guys to enjoy those beautiful Maui sunsets. Because I do believe we've got the most beautiful sunsets on planet Earth. If you agree, let me know. I thought about doing like an aerial video of all these different hotels. So you can see this is what the Westin Nanea looks like from the sky. You can see what the beach is like. I get a lot of feedback from people that have kids that love to stay here because of the nice pools and the beach access. And honestly, if you want to stay on the beach on the west side of Maui, you're going to have to go to Lahaina Shores in Lahaina, or you're going to have to start at Kaanapali to where I just started this tour. Because after that, there's not a whole lot of beach until you get to Napili Bay or Kapalua Bay. So there's not many options if you want to be on an actual beach. And if you want to actually swim in that beach, then you're going to have to get even more selective. You have to stay down at the Maui El Dorado or Lahaina, Royal Lahaina or Maui Kaanapali Villas. Because even right here at the Honua Kai in the Westin Nanea, it's a little, how shall we say? It's a little rocky, right? Oh no. The gimbal is like having a epileptic seizure. Kind of weird. It's all calm now. It's all good. But anyway, yeah, there's like a shelf, basically a shelf of coral. So if you're staying here right now and you want to just swim without getting your shins racked up by the coral, just head down to Airport Beach, and a little bit south of Airport Beach, basically between Airport Beach and Black Rock, is the deeper water where you can just go swim at your heart's content. So over here again, Weston, as I said so many times. But before we miss out on the sunset, should we just do a quick little foray over here into the sunset zone? Why not? What the heck? Oh, that's a dismount. By the way, I'm the crazy guy that rides around on that thing. And that is the ultimate filmmaking device. You wonder why I do it? It's not because I'm trying to relive my childhood, but I am at some level, don't get me wrong, but because it makes for smooth and interesting video. Okay, here we go. Should we just take a moment and I'll just stop talking? All right, you sold me. So now all you have to do is use your creativity right now and just kind of pretend like you're sitting like right over here. All right, hang on. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to set the table for you right now. All right, I'm going to set the table for you. Okay, you're in the left chair, she's in the right chair. And you're just chilling. Can you feel it? A little cold swig of the Coors Light. Ooh, little pic for the Instagram maybe, or yeah, she's probably more Facebook. It's just vicarious living at some level. Digital, vicarious, I don't know what it is. So I'll be honest with you guys, I'm new, I'm on a new platform now, TikTok. Been kind of checking it out, getting used to it, and I'm realizing that there's a whole population of people that are just really enjoying just checking out other environments and other people and other personalities, and just right there on the screen, and it's kind of better than like television. It's weird, but it is. But this is like your Maui virtual fix of vacation. So whether you're coming here on vacation or you're not, this is either a preview of what you're about to experience, or maybe you're not going to experience it this year, and this is what's going to happen in maybe next year, a couple years later. I don't know about you, but I get a kick out of it. I know if I was stuck somewhere in a snowbank right now, I would definitely have this plugged into my television or my iPhone, and I'd be like, cool, man, it's there, it's still there. Okay, it makes me feel better knowing it's still there. And it's warm, guys. I mean, it is absolutely, I wouldn't know a temperature below 61 if you paid me. Oh yeah, hang on a second. I go into Costco. Yep, I go into Costco and I'm grabbing the milk or the eggs, and it is cold. And I think to myself, man, I'm so glad I don't live in a cold climate. So there is that one moment. But that sunset's looking pretty nuts. But again, I want to keep going down the beach walk situation. Is that cool, guys? Okay, here we go. Back on my little buddy. And again, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, can I just implore you for a moment? I'm on a mission this year, man. I'm getting to 100K subs this year. Why is that? I don't know. Because I like setting goals and achieving them. Because I teach my kids, hey, if you set goals and you ask and you shall receive, and you just got to put it out there and it'll happen. So I'm putting it out there, guys. Will you help me? Because I actually shared my goal with my kids. I said, guys, I want you to see the power of goal setting. I set a goal. I'm hitting 100K subs this year. And you watch, it's going to happen. So I'm using it as an example to encourage them in their lives that you just set goals and cool stuff happens. I don't know why it is. It's just the whole universe conspires to bring you that which it is that you've set your goal for, assuming it's a good thing. It helps humanity and mankind and yourself and your family. But you got to start with that first step of deciding what you want and then putting it out there. So for you young people out there listening to this right now, the process, man. Think about it, write it down, and it will happen. Oh, that's a kind of a nice vibe there. Look at all these people chilling in front of that fire. That's nice, huh? Can you feel their relaxation kicking in? It could just be the third Mai Tai though too. You never know. No, just kidding. Could just be the first Mai Tai. All right, we continue as I talk about Mai Tais and goal setting. Huh. I don't know if that's kind of a contradiction. No. You drink the Mai Tai after you reach your goal. Then you come to Maui on vacation. So we're going to keep focused on that sunset. And yes, I'm still on this beautiful beach walk here. And it's just awesome. You come down here in the morning. It doesn't matter if you come in the morning, in the afternoon, in the dead of night. I'll come at like 10 o'clock at night and walk down here.
Done that before?
Yes, sir. Many times. Old codger. You staring me down. You ever done that before, boy? And yeah, guys, I'm the guy that gets kicked out of all kinds of places, man. I'm telling you. You would think that a one wheel is like James Dean or something. It's like, it's not that rebellious. It's just electric transportation that beats the heck out of walking and makes for some smooth vid. Because see how exciting this is? As you're watching this, you don't know what's coming up next. I don't know what's coming up next. Other than this fat cat over here. Yeah, these cats, if you've never noticed these cats, they hang out at the condos. They're fully feral and they eat the scraps that people send them. And give them, I should say, send them. They send them aloha. They send them calories. But there are some fat cats around these hotels. And we were really worried about them during COVID because there was no tourists here to feed them. So there's all kinds of wonderful cat lovers. Thumbs up, share, subscribe if you're a cat lover. Hit me in the comments. I'm a big cat lover. Okay, here's my home turf park. Kahikeli. Hey, buddy. Also known as Airport Beach Park. Great place to throw a party. Has a nice little area over here where you can throw your party. Bathrooms, showers. Hey, look, someone else is doing my golf cart trick. Been watching my videos. Okay, so anyway, we continue on. Now I'm going to get to the tricky part down here. How do you connect from this beach walk to the next beach walk? And that's what I really wanted to get to. But first we have to pass some $20-30 million homes on the left. No kidding. The empty lot right here, which I think is like 10 million. Been on the market forever. But there's going to be a billionaire one day that's going to be like, oh, I like buy. Mark Cuban, I heard, made an offer on that house, but I don't know. You know, we're pretty tight-lipped here on Maui when it comes to our celebrities. We respect their privacy and we don't flaunt whatever they're doing. Unless you're Jeff Bezos. Sorry, Jeff. Had to make a little video. But it was a cool video. It was like, stay away. He's got the only private beach in all of Hawaii. So don't even bother coming down. So I was trying to help. But we do respect our celebrities. I come across them all the time, man. Woody Harrelson, I'll see him, but he'd be like, won't even like give him a second look. I want to leave the guy alone. It's like, dude, he gets all that star love on the mainland. He doesn't need it here, right? Here he's just another brada. And that's all they really are anyway. They're just normal people that just got extraordinarily lucky at some point, and they're talented. It's that combination. Because there's a lot of talented people that never get lucky. But there's a lot of lucky people that never are talented. I don't know where I'm going with that, but hey, you go live. You try to do this. You try to make up all this stuff while you're riding a one wheel.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. So this is now Maui Kaanapali Villas. MKV. That's all I call it. That's why I struggle every time I have to say it, because I just call it MKV. And this is another fee simple property. Probably the best beach on the west side of Maui. There, I said it. I did. MKV has the best beach in front of it of all the condos in West Maui. Sorry, it just does. Because then that one next door is Royal Lahaina, and you can't buy anything there, right? It's not a fee simple property. It's basically a hotel resort. They were going to convert it to a fee simple property before the last big crash, and then I think it just got bought by some management company or some big Hawaiian whatever conglomerates. They're going to do something with it, but I'm sure they're just going to make it amazing. But here we are, MKV, just to show you where we get the MKV from. since I'm doing a shout out here to MKV, telling the whole planet that you guys have the best beach. If you guys remember though, this is the property where I got booted by the manager, right? You guys remember that? Any fans go back that far? MKV, there it is, right there. See? MKV. Not fans, you guys are viewers. I would never call you fans, that sounds weird. You're aloha infused epic people. But this is the one where I rolled up, remember? And the manager was right here and he got all pissed off at me. I'm like, dude, just trying to give you a little aloha COVID love. And there's currently a listing in here for like $400,000 for like a 1-bedroom, but you have to buy it with the 2-bedroom. Or with another 1-bedroom. I don't know. It's goofy. So don't call me on the $400,000 one. It really doesn't exist. I told the listing agent to please take it down because I get like 400 calls a day on it, but he won't. So there's the dolphin building. Okay, so here's what I need you to see. This is where it continues, the beach walk. Now why, you might think like, oh, I don't want to walk through this private property. No. You have to understand this is an easement. So if you see this hash mark right here, this is marking the easement through this property, so you can legally continue it through. Now, don't come on a 1-wheel, because they definitely don't like 1-wheels in here. But I want to show you how you continue on your beach walk legally through MKV. Now, if you had to stop off and jump in the pool or the hot tub, just kidding. I would not encourage that. But I would encourage eating breakfast right over here. And they do have a very nice pool, by the way. They did update it recently, and it's money. This is a great resort to stay at and or buy a condo. And there's the Castaway Cafe, which is really, really good. And there's the security guard, which I'll just continue and sally forth. Castaway Cafe. So as you can see, their beach walk. Yes, sir. So this now puts us on the Lahaina, Royal Lahaina property. Now this is an interesting little condo right here. Okay, this one you're going to see sometimes come on the market for a good deal, right? Because they were working on their ACs. Hey guys, sorry. I know I'm all over the place.
No, we're trying to get it.
I'm messing with you. No, just kidding. So it's the Kaanapali Ocean Inn, but their AC was out, so it was like super cheap. But you came here and just sweated. By the way, this is where we have the luau. So this is Maui's longest running luau. Highly recommend it. And here's the sign. But shout out if you've been to this one before. Luau and fire. Very good. So then we transition over to the main hotel. Now if you're an airline pilot, hit me in the comments, because I know this is where you airline pilots stay. What are your thoughts? Do you love it? Is it awesome? I personally think you guys are super spoiled, because again, this is the best beach on the west side of Maui right here. Why do I say it's better than Kaanapali South? Well, the reason is because there's less people and there's more swimmable area and less waves, and you have access to the backside of Black Rock, which is the best snorkeling on West Maui, if not all of Maui. Really good snorkeling at Black Rock, but you have access to that backside. Now be careful, there is a current. You know, don't just go flying out there without checking around. It is more calmer on the south side, don't get me wrong, but you'll see a lot of big turtles and fish. Anyway, so here we are. So I want to point this area out to you guys. Now, how do we continue the beach walk? Well, there's multiple options, but ultimately you just stick to the sidewalks inside of the Royal Lahaina, and you'll make it. Just stick to the right, stick closer to the ocean, but there's many roads that lead to Rome, as you know. And you can see I just totally screwed that up. I missed my turn. But actually I wanted to show you guys these, because I think this is one of the coolest places to stay in all of Maui. Now this is not a fee simple condo. If it was, we'd sell them in a heartbeat. But I did miss my turn, sorry. I guess all roads don't lead to Rome. But they're like these little duplexes, man, and some of them are very, very close to the ocean. And a lot of them have been nicely remodeled. So, okay, my apologies. You actually do take the first right after the hotel. Here we go. Now this will get you back on the path to the beach walk. And believe it or not, we're going to end up in Kaanapali by the Black Rock. And that's probably about where I'm going to end my live, assuming there's still somebody interested in what I'm doing here. I'm having a good time. It's really all that matters. Another security guard. Throw him a shaka. We're all good. He's a cool dude. Oh. And then you come over here. See, these little cottages, man. Aren't these cool? If you've stayed here before, hit me in the comments. Tell your fellow viewers what you think about it, how much it cost, what you liked, what you didn't like. But the ones I really get quote unquote a little jealous of are the ones that are right on the water. So like, if you're one of those people that wants to stay somewhere really special, like like a once in a lifetime gig, or if you're just one of those people that just likes to discover like cool stuff, and you're like, oh man, I heard this crazy dude on a one wheel talk about these spots. This is the spot, okay? It starts right about here, Cottage B. Okay, getting really close to the water, because if you look right back here, there's the ocean. So you can see a wedding set up back there. So people are getting married basically in your backyard. If that tells you something, that tells you it's epic, right? If you ever see a wedding happening outside of your window, you have purchased a home or a condo in a pretty cool spot. Now again, you can't purchase these, so don't get too excited. Okay, there's Cottage D, and these are the ones that get really nutty, because man, you can almost smell the ocean from here. Look at that. See that? Oh, I can hear it. Can you guys hear it? Yeah, look at this, man. Oh, look at that little spot, huh? I don't know what's going on with this particular cottage, but this is the one I'd want, because that one's right on the water. So anyway, continuing. See there it says there, beach walk. Continuing the beach walk. Got some leftovers, probably from Hula Grill, called Satisfaction. Go back, plug in some Netflix, plan your next day, drink a couple more beers, whatever. Okay, this is, if you remember from previous lives, this is the Ego golf cart parking area. So all the people like in the neighborhood I live in, we kind of come down here and park and show off our golf carts. This is the cabana for Maui, the Maui El Dorado. I knew the word Maui was in there. And that's the Maui El Dorado. So you can stay there, but notice they're not right on the water. Kind of pushed back, but still a smoking location. Those are actually leasehold properties. I definitely would buy one of those, because the HOA does own 10% of the land, but that's the cabana that they lease. So they don't own that ground. Good to know, because the cabana could go away someday if they didn't get the lease. But ultimately, this is a big chunk of ocean sandy beach right here. Really good swimming. And this sand is just always here, just loads and loads and loads of sand. Because as you know, there's been a little bit of beach erosion on the west side of Maui, north shore of Oahu, and it's real, it's happening, but not right here. So obviously this is Black Rock right here. The backside, they call it, the backside. Hit me in the comments if you jumped the backside when you were a kid, about a 50-footer. It's a rite of passage. And over here, of course, is the golf course. I believe this is the Kai course, or is it the Royal? Hang on a second. I think it's the Royal. So two 18-hole golf courses right here, the Royal and the Kai, both public. Matter of fact, all golf courses on Maui, well, I think there is one private, I believe, but all the important ones that are on the leeward side where the tourists are public. Tell me if I'm wrong. I do golf, but because I work, obviously working and golfing don't really go hand in hand that much. It's sort of like surfing. It's hard to be a surfer and be a worker at the same time. But someday I'll golf more. But on this side of the island, obviously, we've got the two 18-hole courses here in Kaanapali, and then we have, whoa, sprinkler just kicked on. Oh man, just dodged that bullet. Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Okay. So here we are continuing the beach walk. Now I'm going to show you how you transition from here to South Kaanapali. And remember, it's a, what you call it? It's an easement, so it's legal. It's not like you're breaking any rules here. Like my wife gets really concerned when we go through a resort. She's like, oh, I'm like, come on, babe. Oh, we got a full moon tonight, guys. Man, it is almost pitch black dark. Oh, that's right, I got my Maui gyms on. So those are your scuba divers getting ready to go dive Black Rock. Wonderful night dive, actually. I got engaged on one of those night dives. But hang on a second, I want to get a moon shot real quick. But just to see how the beach walk continues, there's a crosswalk right here. But real quick, we got to get this shot because this is pretty cool. Huh? So go outside your window right now and look at the full moon, and we've got a common point of contact right there. Isn't that cool? Pretty full, right? Is it full tonight, guys? Looks pretty full to me. Man. I think some nutty stuff's gonna go down tonight. It's a good thing it's not a Friday or a Saturday, huh? Okay, so is this okay, guys? Is anyone still there? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, I'm having fun. Hopefully you are too. All right, cool. Okay, we're almost there. It's almost over. In a good way though, because I'm just land surfing. There's a big swell right now, actually. Could have gone surfing tonight, but honestly, it was a little too late. And I thought, you know what? I'd rather do this anyway. So here we go. We're gonna cruise. Let the follow the yellow brick road. Follow the crosswalks. Right? These crosswalks are here to show you how to continue on the beach walk easement. Okay. So now we're gonna enter the Sheraton property. I can't believe it's pretty dark. I can't believe I'm still getting some good light here. It's one thing about Hawaii, man. When the sun goes down, man, it gets dark instantly. It's just like bam. There's none of this glow and stuff like that. I mean, the sunset glow is there, but as far as the light, like up in Minnesota, man, the sun goes down, it's still light for like another 2 hours, man. It's cool. So here we are in the bowels of the Sheraton. Probably my favorite hotel, actually. I don't know why. It's just cool, man. The first hotel that was built here on Maui. It actually established the whole concept of a resort destination, resort community. It was birthed right here on the sands of Maui. So hats off to those guys. And the cool thing about this property, man, is it is literally the same architecture as it was built in the 60s. There's some old school marketing videos that you can pull up on YouTube that show this property when they were pitching it back in the 60s, and it looks the same. And it still looks cool today. Visionaries, huh? I mean, just so cool. So this place is just my personal favorite. It really is. So anyway, the beach walk from here continues through these little sidewalks. Now I could have beelined to the ocean right there and just gone down to the beach right in front of Black Rock, but we're staying focused on getting back onto the beach walk here. We might just stop and listen to some tunes. This could be the music portion of the live unfolding. Oh, he's playing some Eagles.
Living up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibi. Mirrors on the ceiling. Drink champagne all night. As she said, we all are just prisoners here of our own device. The master's taking birth, gathered for the feast. Savage with their city night, but they just get killed with ease. As thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find a passing back. Place I was before. Relax is the nightmare we are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Welcome to the Hotel California. Mahalo, you guys.
All I'm thinking is copyright infringement. Are they going to get me? Just kidding. That's funny. That was what I was thinking about though. All right, hang on a second. This is getting pretty nutty here, right? Look at the purple. Ooh. See the sunset cruises right there? Maybe he'll play a little Is. Come on, man. Something Hawaiian. I don't know about the Eagles, man. That's kind of weird.
you guys all for hanging out with me this evening. My name is Shane. Mahalo to our bartenders and our waitresses. Always taking care of us over here. Gotta paddle my canoe back home. Spend a week tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and just safe travels to all of you guys. Don't worry about things.
There we go. That's a good message, huh? Come on now.
Every little gonna be alright. Saying don't worry about a thing. Every little gonna be alright. Me rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds, a couple whales, are by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. A melody's pure and true. And I said, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Saying don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Me rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds, a couple cockroaches, about my doorstep,
Oh, yes, sir.
singing sweet songs. A melody's pure and true. And I said, this is my message to you. We got the one love, we got the one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying,
I like totally people watching.
the children laughing, one heart. We give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Oh, now let's get together and feel alright.
They're pretty cool, huh? Checking these things out.
Here's a little song I wrote. I want to sing it note for note, but don't worry, just be happy.
All right, guys, we're gonna continue on. Back on the little guy here, but that was fun. That was cool.
Don't worry,
Little music, little people watching.
just be
Let's face it, Ian, that's what we do, right? Just be real. I think my mom is the ultimate people watcher. Go to the airport, man, she could stay there for days just watching people. Oh, now this is one of my favorite pools. Spent hours in this thing, lagoon style. My kids have jumped off every one of these bridges 10 times. But don't tell anybody that I said that. Right. That's beautiful, huh? Man. Now, up here on the right is yet another luau. There's luau's everywhere, man. So in the comment section, what's your opinion? Should a luau be endeavored on a vacation the first time? Every time? Just one time? One and done? Thanks, guys. Just love your opinion on that. And what's your favorite luau? I just had some clients that went to the Feast at Lele. I recommended it to them and they said the food was sort of meh. Hey man, I'm just calling it out. I'm never gonna sugarcoat nothing because I ain't getting paid for none of this stuff, right? I'm just like spreading the truth. What a concept. Don't find that these days very often, do ya? But anyway, it's a pretty cool looking luau. Wait a second, Golden Bell. What the heck this is all about? This must be a conference or something. Golden Bell. Maybe it's like a Taco Bell convention or something. Oh, gotta watch out. They got a big cable in the middle of the freaking sidewalk. It's a good thing I looked down when I did. Yeah, I think this is a convention of some kind. Man, I could have gone down on the one wheel. But that's a big group of people right there. Okay, so continuing on the goal to show you the beach walk to South Kaanapali. This is it. This is where it connects, the connector. All right, I'm gonna have to jump off of this one. See that? That'll smoke me. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Transition. Okay. So if you remember, right back there used to be the little board that you could stand behind. Had the little family, the kahuna, the big kahuna, and the wife and the kid. And remember that? You could stick your face in there. I don't know what those things are called, but it's pretty cool. So anyway, here we are, South Kaanapali. I don't know if that's what they officially call it, but that's what I call it. And now we're continuing on more ocean walk. And this goes literally all the way down, connects all the way down to just the north end of Front Street. So it goes on for quite a ways longer. Probably not going to tackle that tonight, but I did want to end with a shout out to this restaurant right here. Thanks to Gene and Suri. By the way, Suri, you're probably not watching because you live here now, so you're getting the Maui fix 24/7. But in case you are, thank you. In case you are, happy birthday. You just had a birthday. I didn't forget about you. Well, I guess I did. Happy belated birthday. But I'm still thinking about you. So, but Gene and Suri say this place is the bomb. Like literally, they couldn't say enough good things about this restaurant. But you can't hardly ever get in. I guess it's super busy. This is right in front of the newly renovated Kaanapali Beach Hotel. And they just said this place is good. So if you've been here, guys, please do me a favor. Hit me in the comments and tell me what you thought. What'd you eat? What was good? I asked Gene what he ate, and he goes, I eat at so many restaurants, I forget. I'm like, okay, man, that's a good problem to have. But anyway, he said it was good. I like how they're all doing these fire pit things now, man. They're pretty cool, huh? So this is the KBH, one of the oldest original Kama'aina local kind hotels, and pretty darn good beach right here too, I will say. But you can't buy these, so again, takes us back to Maui Kaanapali Villas. I've actually never ridden through here. This thing was shut down and boarded up through all of COVID. Like they had a big giant construction wall. Thank you. But I will admit I have snuck in here a few times with the kids back in the day. Let's just face it, man. We pool hopped every hotel on this side of the island twice every month. So don't be bashful, people. They don't know you don't stay here. Just have a nice room number in mind. Be like, oh yeah, 203 Smith. And by the time they check their list and come back, you're out of there. So anyway, just a quick shot here of the KBH. And then we'll head down to the water for a quick sign off. Because this has been a good live. I'm excited. Because this is literally the funnest thing I got to do all day long. Not that real estate isn't fun, it is. It's just, you know, creates some possible stress hormones somewhere in my body. Makes me want to cringe every once in a while. Okay, more than every once in a while. But we deal with it, we go through it, right? That's why we get paid, deal with all the BS. And there's loads of that these days, as you know. With COVID, everything I think got twice as hard, takes twice as long, and everyone's twice as privileged and charges twice as much and takes twice as long and does half the quality work they used to do. But that's just the world we live in, so just be lucky they're working on your whatever.
Oh my god. I don't remember.
Hopefully they'll change again. Hopefully everyone's attitude will get back to customer service and going the extra mile and working hard for the dollar. Once they realize there's no more handouts coming. Ooh, we got some live music here too, man. Did I just go off on a little potential COVID rant? My apologies. Not really. But hey guys, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to head down to the water real quick. And on a serious note, man, I know this is all about the Maui fix, but on a serious note, before you go to bed tonight, say a quick prayer for that country that's under attack, the Ukraine. It's so sad. Cannot even believe it. It's hard to believe, right? It's hard to believe. Let's just say some prayers for those people and pray that this goofball that's doing the attack will stop, because there's just no place for that junk. I can't believe it's happening, but it is. And that's really kind of creepy, to learn the truth. Another reason why I'm super glad I'm on the complete opposite end of the planet. Not that I'd ever run from a fight, but definitely want to be away from madmen. You never know what those idiots are going to do. Well, I guess we do now, don't we? But here we are, guys. Quick Maui fix down by the water. But no matter what's going on in your world, just think about the song we just heard. Don't worry, be happy. You just accomplished those two things. I'm telling you what, you probably add 10 years to your life right now. And then you spread that notion to your kids, to a troubled teen, to someone in their 20s that's living in this crazy world thinking, what the heck? And just tell them, hey man, don't worry. Be happy. Just that simple in my opinion. Knowing that a place like Maui exists, knowing that there's a place you can come, take a break, chill out, relax, forget about your worries. Also, if you're going to move here, a place that you can move that's safe on U.S. soil and relatively normal. And that is a blessing, as you know. So thanks guys so much for tuning in, I appreciate it. I shall return, I don't know where, I don't know when. It's about pitch black dark. There's the whaler, by the way. Love the whaler. Thumbs up. But it is dark. Took the Maui gyms off. You know it's dark if I take the Maui gyms off, but Shaka, share, subscribe. Much aloha to you. Stay, I'm not gonna say stay safe, because we know that's just stay positive. Stay in a place of aloha. And no matter what, when you get done watching this video, try to go share that aloha with someone. Share the don't worry, be happy mantra. And pray for Ukraine. Pray for that idiot that's running Russia to step down and stop this nonsense. And go love the people. Go hug the people that you love. And no matter what, put Hawaii on your future plans and or Maui, because it's Maui no Kauai. It means Maui's the best. And look me up next time you're here. All right, guys. Thanks again. Until next time, I shall return. Eric West out. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember my goal. We talked about that earlier. If you missed that part, go back. It was good. Very inspirational. Set your goals. Don't worry, be happy, but set your goals. I used to be a farmer ranch broker. We used to say, love your neighbor, fence your cattle.